everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how I learned Vietnamese, and hopefully this can help other people who want to learn Vietnamese. So I'm just going to kind of go through all the steps I've taken to get where I am today. I know that some of you have seen it already, but if you haven't seen it already, I'll put a card here for the video where I speak only Vietnamese, so you can kind of see my skill and then watch this and see how did I get there. So before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. I would truly appreciate it. For those of you who've been watching for a while, you know my husband is Vietnamese, so that's why I've been learning the language. I'm American, so my first language is English, and it's been really hard. It's a hard language for foreigners, so I'm just gonna kind of go through the steps of how I got to where I am today. So it all started back in around 2010 is where I learned Xin chào, and 2011 is where it kind of really began. So let's just, for the simplicity's sake, say I've been studying since 2011. Now, it's not like hardcore studying because I haven't really taken classes, which I'll talk more about, but it's just like self-studying, and I've had, I guess, contact with the language since 2011. So the first thing I learned way back, a long time ago, was Xin chào, tôi tên là Audrey, and how to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like, I mean, in most languages, those are the first things you learn, right? So, hello, how are you? My name is, and counting. That was where I started. That's where everybody usually starts, right? So that's not that exciting. But then in the summer of 2011, my husband, he was my boyfriend back then, he made I wish I had it so I could show it to you, but I think it's back in Maine. But anyways, he made a chart with the family tree and all of the words for the family, like, the title of each family member in relation to you. So, ông, bà, like those, ông nội, bà nội, ông ngoại, bà ngoại, bố mẹ, anh chị em, and then like the uncles and aunts, so bác, and then chú and dì, cậu, mợ, all of those. So I'm not gonna name them all because I can't even remember half of them, but that's kind of where I started, which is kind of good because in most textbooks, I have some books, so I'll show you that in a second, but in most textbooks, they just teach you tôi and bạn, and then ông bà, I guess, for like Mr. and Mrs. But I feel like that's not really helpful if you want to actually speak to Vietnamese people, because the language is not just like in English, I and you. It's not one thing. So that was very hard. I'm not gonna lie, that was really confusing for me. Not because the different names, but almost the way you have to use the word. So of course we have, like, we say grandma and grandpa here, but when we're speaking to them, it's not like we say, like we will say like, I miss you, grandma. That makes sense. But in Vietnamese, I feel like some of the stuff you translate it doesn't really make sense if you like use the word as the translation in English. So I'm trying to think of an example. Maybe like for hello, you say like con chào mẹ. Hello mom is like the translating of it, or it's just hello, but to the specific person. So I feel like that part was really confusing for me, just because I had to remember not only to know which word to use, but to always use the word, because when you speak English, you don't always say those things. So I feel like a lot of the time I drop the word, which is kind of considered not polite. So that was a struggle, and that's where I really began. Also, that same summer 2011, I started listening to Vietnamese music. So listening to music in the language that you want to learn is pretty interesting and helpful. And I actually have a funny story. So I started listening to the music, and I would look up the lyrics and try and like see what it was, even though I really didn't know much back then. But I just remember a year after I started listening to Vietnamese music, I was listening to a song. It was summer of 2012. and all of a sudden it just clicked. I heard them say something and I was like, oh my god, I just understood everything they said. Nước Việt Nam là quê hương của tôi. I heard that, and when I understood it, I was shocked. That was like, I don't know, when you're learning a language, it's just amazing when you finally click something. So for me, that was a really special moment, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually learning something. So I recommend music as a way just to like get your ears used to the sounds, because if you don't really hear it, then you're not gonna know what it's supposed to sound like. So for me, I think that that was really like just amazing to have that connection, like, oh, I understand every word. So it's just amazing. Now I'm just gonna show you a book I have. I have another book, I can't find it, but this one, Huy bought it for me in Vietnam when he went back in 2012 and he brought it back for me. So it's just a book. It has a audio CD, which I haven't really used this. I just kind of do the lessons inside the book. So it starts like super simple. The first lesson here is probably like bạn tên là gì? Oh yeah, tôi tên là Nam. That's the first, like how it begins, and it's so cute. The grandparents, they look so old. I don't know if you can see them. I'm like, oh my goodness, this lady, she's like so old. I don't know how they got them for the picture. But anyways, I don't know why I think about those things. So it's just like, chào anh, chào chị, xin lỗi, chị tên là gì? Tôi tên là Lan. Còn anh tên là gì? Tôi tên là Nam. Rất vui được gặp chị. Tôi cũng rất vui được gặp anh. So it's just like very simple in the beginning, of course, because it's for foreigners, which I'm a foreigner. So I haven't really gotten through the whole book. I don't know why, I just can't stick with books for some reason. So I only got through 8 chapters of this one, but I'm just gonna show that that's something I used while learning, is a book, which a lot of people probably use books. And then the next thing I used, I don't have it like physically, but I'm just gonna tell you and I'll put a shot of it in. I used like spreadsheets. Yeah, so I used vocabulary spreadsheets that I made myself. When I learned a word, or if I talk to Huy, I say like, okay, how do you say this, like all related words, so countries or foods or like verbs and stuff, and I would just put it in the spreadsheet and then review that, which is kind of similar to my flashcards. So these are really cute. I actually didn't put that many on this one, but I have other ones somewhere. I just couldn't find them for the video, but you see, Tiếng Việt. And then these are just like really cute little ones. So Kanya, it's like the whole family, right? Yeah, all family. Mom, set like wish. Oh, wait, expect. Nhau is together. Oh, each other. Each other. Với nhau, with each other. Okay. Nhất là, is that like the best one? Oh, especially. Wow. Is it gift? Yes, gift. Thế, it's like how? Oh, so. Váy. Is it dress? Skirt. That gets confusing. Váy, đầm. Vừa. Is it like fits? Yeah, to fit to suit. So anyways, these are cute. You can get them on Amazon. That's where I got these ones. They're just it's called word cards. So if you want like ones that stay together, you can just throw them in your bag, and then when you're on the train or waiting for something, you can review your words. So I think this is really good. I should probably utilize it more, but I don't know. I got really busy, so I haven't been studying like I should be. I'm sorry. But that's something I've used. Oh, and I just have this notebook where I was doing the exercises from the book. So I was like answering the questions, whatever. Yeah. And then I have another notebook. Hello, my name is Audrey. Somebody made this for me actually, I think. Which is cool because they know I like maps and traveling, so that was cool. And in here just write like some weird stuff. This is from 2015. What? That's so long ago. It's 2017 now. Tháng 12 là dân sinh ở nhà của tôi, nhường trống của tôi và tôi ở nhà một mình. Gia đình của tôi sống ở Maine và gia đình của Huy, chồng tôi, sống ở Việt Nam. Huy và tôi nấu thịt heo nướng, khoai tây và cà rốt, nhàn nhắc Giáng sinh và xem phim Giáng sinh. Ngày 20 oh my god, what's 7? 27 tháng 20. That doesn't make sense. Is it the other way? Em gái của tôi đến ở New Jersey, nhà của tôi. Chúng tôi đi chơi ở thành phố New York. Em gái rất vui. Ngày 4 tháng 1 là sinh nhật của Huy. Tôi nấu cơm trắng cho chồng tôi. I don't know why I wrote this. I feel like it was like for school. Oh, I know what this is for. Okay, so that comes to the next thing. I did try to take a class, which is where I got this book for the class, which I think it still has some of the stuff in here. I really should use this. Oh yeah, so I was like in school for like a couple weeks, but I actually didn't like the class because the Vietnamese I learned is northern accent, and most of the people in America speak southern, so I had a really hard time understanding the teacher. And even sometimes she told me I was speaking wrong when really the northern accent isn't wrong. So I felt a little bit like kind of mad about that. So then after a bit, I just decided to not go to the school anymore. I remember I said like anything that has a QU, so like đẹp quá. I say đẹp quá, she says it's wrong. Đẹp quá. I don't agree with this. Or one một. She said like one or something weird. I really didn't like it. So I still have this book. I should probably utilize it because there's all kinds of lessons I haven't done yet. And there's all kinds of CDs in here too. It's like listening and everything and culture notes. Chúng ta nói. Yeah, so it looks like a good one. I should probably use it more. You should get a book probably if you want to start learning Vietnamese. That's a good place to start. And then, so that's all that. And then the other things I've used, which I think I've already mentioned to some of them, apps, language apps. So I have right now, well, I used to use Memrise. I'll just like link it below or whatever to show you what it is. But Memrise is just like people have stacks of like lessons already made and you just study it. So I remember there's a comprehensive Vietnamese one, but it's a little weird sometimes. I don't know why. I have such a hard time. I'm really picky about how I learn stuff. So sometimes apps annoy me, especially this Duolingo. It's like, okay, it's gonna pop up. But the only thing I don't like is you have to get through the parts that you already know to get to the part you don't know. So like I had to do xin chào, tôi là người Mỹ, bạn là người Việt Nam, tôi nói tiếng Anh, like all these stupid stuff in the beginning here in order to get up to the other stuff here. So I'm actually way up here now on these lessons, and then I still have a lot more to go through. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, I hope it's focusing, but yeah, I don't know, it's just, if you're a beginner, this is good. Duolingo is good for beginners, but if you already learned something, it might be a little bit like, it's okay to like refresh your mind, but it's not life-changing. And then I have, of course, I have Google Translate, which is very helpful when mom is here and I'm alone with her and I'm trying to talk to her and I can't think of the word, so I just have it here on my phone so I can quickly translate the word. And then it has a feature where you can save it, so you can go to my stars, so you can see these are the words that I starred while mom was here. Ca ngừa, mất, so mất áo, mất mẹ, thời tiết mất mẹ, võng, mom, she bought us a võng and we have it here, so I just asked what it is. So I just saved like some stuff here, so that's useful if you just need to look up a word really quick. So yeah, I use apps. And then the only, like an internet, like you just Google, you can find like word lists and stuff to study, so that's helpful too. And then the last thing I've done, I guess, is communicating with people. So I speak to my husband, even though a lot of the time we speak English, but sometimes I like ask him different questions. Like I'm like, oh, well, which is which? Like between two words, because I know some of them sound like super similar. I'm trying to think. I asked him one the other day, I can't remember now, but it's just like if I have something, I just ask him. And then when we travel to Vietnam, it's very helpful for me because I kind of have to learn quickly, like, and being around everybody speaking Vietnamese, I have to speak to my family, so I feel like I learn a lot quicker when I'm there. So if you really are serious about learning, I say go abroad. I know I probably said that, all of this is pretty similar to what I said in the how did I learn all these languages video, which you can see here if you would like. But I'm just showing, like, for Vietnamese, this is exactly what I did because people were curious. They're like, how did you do that? How long did it take you? So that's why I'm sharing this. So I think the most beneficial thing is just to be surrounded by the language, if possible. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in the comments, or if you have any suggestions for additional tools that I can use to study, since I'm not a straight beginner, but I still need to learn a lot more, obviously. So you can just tell me below if you have any tools. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Please give this a thumbs up. If you want, you can share it on social media. That's cool too. And I'm gonna do a giveaway soon. We just hit 8,000 subscribers. So once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna have a giveaway for you guys. So that'll be coming up soon. I don't know what I'll do yet. I'm thinking maybe a handmade gift with some snacks and little goodies in like a box. So if you're interested, be on the lookout for the giveaway, and it's gonna be fun. Because I just really want to thank you guys for subscribing and supporting the channel. So what better way than to hand make something that I will give to one of my subscribers. So thank you so much again, and yeah, I hope you have a great day and that you enjoy this video. Bye!